Oh, oh. Why would you do this to us? This is a crime scene. This is a crime scene. Look at this. Look at the plug socket. Nah, I can't. I can't. I can't. That's grim. That's grim. That did not make it better. That did not. Let me set the scene. You're catching up with a friend who you haven't spoken to in quite a while. Years have gone on. You're in your late 20s, mid 30s. If you're my age, let's say you're in your 30s. And while you're speaking to your friends, the conversation then leads into just the general stuff of just, the average complaining about, oh, woe is me, the price has gone up in certain things, your car rental, whether it be your home rental, your mortgage, your gas, electric, whatever it is, but it kind of leads into finances. Bearing in mind, this is probably going to be a conversation with somebody you're quite close with. And then you find out what they're paying and what they're stressing about, and it makes you realize, wait a second, you're stressing out on that? Now, in general, I like to watch a lot of finance videos, and I'm fully aware that a lot of these finance people are kind of usually talking out of their ass, excuse my French.
We have a very nice flint-tampon grande plan savance.
If you also look at finance stuff online, or you watch videos or articles about how much you should be making in insert country, you realize, wait, are these numbers quite inflated? There's no way that people are making like that much money. And you kind of need to do this thing where you need to just remove yourself from the equation, remove yourself from like the conversation, and realize that what you're looking at online right now is most likely going to be the 1%, the people who are kind of like either A, doing really, really well, hence why they're even showing it, because most people don't actually show their finances, or B, they're inflating their numbers. Now, with these two things that I've just kind of opened this video with, it's one of those things where it got me into a slight rabbit hole of what is the average income of somebody in the UK. Now, I'm in London, and I'm fully aware that like life is fairly expensive, and if it wasn't for the fact that I'm one of those people who always likes to do extra things outside of work, so let's say I'm earning around like 25 to 30k a year, which is what I think the average income is. We'll go into the stats in a moment. And then I was to kind of focus on my rent and break things down. I kind of realized, wait a second, how am I supposed to get a £500,000 house or £1 million house on my income? Like, what the hell is going on here? Obviously, with these extra things to do on the side, there's a high chance that things could increase. The chances and possibilities could come about somehow. I don't know if I'm being hella positive. But when I'm speaking to friends outside of London, and I'm finding out, for example, like their rent for a 3-bedroom house is £600 a month, and I'm like, I'm sorry, whereas in like rent for a room is 900. Okay, then it makes you kind of realize how living inside London, living inside one of the major cities in the world, like I say major cities, but if anybody has actually visited London recently, you can realize it looks kind of like a shithole. Unless you're kind of outside of the center, it really isn't worth it. And the price that I've just said for my rent, if this space that I have now, including an ensuite bathroom, I've pretty much got my whole, it's almost like a studio pretty much. This is all for £900. If this was any further into London, I'm in zone 5. If you go into zone 4, it'd probably be into 1,000. You go into zone 3, probably like 1, 2, and then this in somewhere like Chelsea or West Hampstead or anywhere like that will probably be in the 2,000. And this is quite a lot of space. I haven't really shown you on camera. I probably won't do a tour, but there's actually quite a lot of space in here.
Look at all this floor space. So much aerobics in here. So many activities. It's making my head spin how many activities we can do.
But it is the equivalent of a studio. Obviously, this is through my experience. I would like to think that like I'm in the average of what the UK earners make, and we'll go into this in a moment, because I have worked other jobs where like when I was working in the gym, I was earning around like 19,000 or 20,000 a year, which is oh, why the Why was I doing that? And why do we feel like it's even plausible to pay people that much for a job like that? But as I kind of moved from job to job, and then I've realized what my actual kind of worth is, and I found a job that pays fairly decent, I believe I live fairly well in London. I don't have my own place, I don't have a mortgage, and I probably would be living a bit better if I had a mortgage. I'm fully aware of that. But I feel like I'm doing okay. But now, so how far am I 2.5K a month? And that's before taxes. How far will that go outside of London? And also, what is the average income of people outside of London? So in the UK, I would like to do this kind of video for other major cities in the world. So this would probably be like a part one, but I don't know. It depends on how lazy I become or if I procrastinate or anything. So if you feel like at any point like you have any input or you want to basically put anything down below in the comment section, feel free to engage. I don't officially have a title as of yet for this video, so I'm not really too sure what the title is going to be or what the thumbnail is going to be. So I know the algorithm's probably going to hate me for that, but you know what, I really don't care right now. I honestly don't care. I just want to do what I want to do, so join me. So before we actually go into what you can get for how much your monthly income is, I think it's kind of important to look at what the average annual income like just around the world is. And this would be like a quick just skim through. I've got my tabs open for what we'll be using today, but I think this is quite important. So first of all, we need to kind of check the difference between wage and income. So here it says the wage or salary is paid to a worker or employee for his work in an employment relationship. Self-employed persons, freelancers, pensioners, or also social welfare recipients have neither wage nor salary, but nevertheless an income. Workers or employees can also have an additional income to their wages or salary. This includes, for example, capital gains, securities or interest, or rentals. And yeah, so then it goes into more. Yeah, having a quick look over here, it shows here that in Monaco, by going by their, by the explanation here, it looks like Monaco have a lot more people who are self-employed or who have income in a different way. They don't necessarily have wages. So they're on $186,000. What is this? A year? 1 second. And oh my goodness, this is yearly. I was like, this can't be monthly. Bermuda, you have $134,000. Norway, 102. You know what? Let's move it to monthly because I think this probably make more sense for what I'm going to be looking into. So Monaco, 15.5 grand a month. Golly. Bermuda, 11 grand. Norway, 8.5 grand. Switzerland, around 8 grand a month. Luxembourg. Okay, so from Norway, this is when it starts getting split. So the wages is imagine 5 grand a month wage. Golly, that's quite nice.
Nice.
So then you got Switzerland, 8 grand a month, Luxembourg, 6 grand a month. I'm going by wages because most of my income is my yearly wage, and also I want to just kind of focus on my wage as that's what I can easily capture a number of, which works out to around 28 grand a year. So monthly that works out to like 2.5 grand a month. So yeah, so in dollars, 2 grand UK is 2.5 thousand or 2.6k in the States. Bearing in mind, I work in not necessarily healthcare, but a type of healthcare. And I know if you work in other sectors, then you'll be paid a bit more. So if you're working in the finance sector, you're probably earning around the 3k. I have friends who are probably making around the 4k a month because they're managers in certain other roles. If I was to work up in my job role, I'd probably be in the 3.5k a month as well. So there are ways to climb up, and if I didn't job hop as much, I probably would be making more. But it is what it is, and that's just the fact. At my age, if I was to have stayed in one job for 10 years, I probably would be in the 3.5 to 4k. But bearing in mind, I also do YouTube and other stuff. So, but we're going to stick to my wage. So then you have over here, what's it called again? Luxembourg, 6k, 6.5k. Ireland, no way. No way! What? I need to move to Ireland. 4.5k. The States, 6.5k. But I'm curious as to where this is coming from in the States. Iceland, 7, and as the list goes on. So let's just Singapore. Wow, not many people on wages in Singapore. Australia, 5.5. Sweden, around 4k. Netherlands, around 4.5k. Hong Kong, they haven't put it there, but I'm sure it's probably around the same. Austria 4. So yeah, so on average, you're probably like, on average, you're looking around the 4 to 5k monthly. So what I was also interested in as well wasn't just like, I was wondering, okay, so this is like the, what is it, the average, but when we're talking about the average over here, the mean or average of a data is set found by adding all the numbers in the data set and then dividing by the numbers of values in the set. If I'm being truthful, I don't know, I haven't come across many people who are earning like that much. So especially if we're going to the United Kingdom, it says here 4k a month. I haven't come across that many people who are earning 4k a month, because that would work out to around 5 grand. So really and truly, I haven't really come across that many people who are earning that much. But once again, if you're adding all of the income in the UK together and then finding the average, I guess that's where you're going to. Because if you're also including people who are on wages who are making around the 80 to 100k a year, and then you kind of narrowed it down, I guess that's what you're going to come to. If you see your country here, and then if you could just write down your country and what you think the realistic monthly wage for your country is, because I know they're usually doing the average, but if we're talking to the average person, not someone who's a CEO or like a manager in some finance company, I think you'll find the average income is actually a lot less, especially in regular retail or hospitality, which are most jobs. They are not earning this much. But yeah, so moving forward, I also wanted to basically just have a quick look-see to see on a comparison to another website as well, because sometimes if you just go to one website, they might just, inflate the numbers, so you have nothing to compare it to. So on this website called Numbeo, which what a freaking name, says here, ranking by country of average monthly net salary after tax. So this was a bit interesting, after tax, because in the UK it says here £3 a month. So I think that's not too bad. So that's $3,000 a month, so 2.5 grand. I think this is more realistic to what the average is. So out of the two websites that we've just looked at, I think this website is probably realistic to what the average person is. Also, to clarify, I think this is most likely in London, because if you are earning this much and you are living outside of London, oh, you'd be living like a king. Oh, you'd be living like a king. But I also know that there's a lot of poverty once you get outside of London. The job opportunities with that kind of salary aren't as high, but that's the number that they've given. So out of these two websites that we've just had a look at, the first one and this one, I think this one is a bit more realistic. So now this leads me to just making it a bit more, concise, which is the average UK salary by area. And I think from those numbers that we've just seen there, this might make a bit more sense, especially as it's going to be in Great British pounds as well. So once again, I'll leave this article down below. This website is Think Plus Us. You know what? Let's move on. So here, once again, just reading it. How's the median average UK salary calculated? Averages are just that, an assessment of all the salaries within a location. These include a part-time, full-time, contracted and variable working roles, so you can take them with a pinch of salt. There will always be a higher skilled jobs that pay significantly more than the average, or positions requiring a professional education or high demand skill set that do not conform to trends. However, to calculate averages, the ONS prefer to measure salaries using a median range, which is the middle number of all incomes were to be listed in ascending order. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So they're doing the median average. Okay, some may consider this less reliable calculation than the mean average, where all figures are added together and divided by the count, but the justification is that median averages are less impacted by unusual statistics that might skew the outcome. All right, it is worth understanding the difference between mean and average, since the median what's that mean and median? Since the median will often be lower than a mean, as we have shown below. So on this, with the stats here, it shows here the UK average salary, the mean average is 35k, the median average is 29k. Really, if I was to be really honest with you, I think this one here, the median average in the UK salary, makes more sense if I was to just be honest, because my mine is around what 28k a year, and obviously that's not including bonuses, and that's not including any extra overtime, and it's also not including any extra stuff I do on the outside like YouTube or Patreon or anything like that. So it says the average UK full-time salary is 34k. So I can see that. So I think it's actually in between these two. I think because I'm not even on the highest totem pole in my workplace, and I'm around 28k. The mean average, I don't see 35 to 42 unless you're a manager or you're a police officer or you're high up in a school or something like that, or you're like a head teacher or something. Then maybe you're earning a bit more. You might be earning these as a teacher, but once again, that's a different conversation considering how much work teachers put in and how much time off they actually need. Okay, so initially when I was thinking of making this video, I wasn't sure whether I should do it between UK counties or whether I should do it by the different cities. I think I'll most likely stick to UK counties because it will probably make this video a bit more concise, and it's just a bit easier. You know, you can kind of see it here compared to doing it by cities, where it would be quite a lot, and I think that'd be quite long because I wanted to look at maybe like 2 or 3 different places, or just 2 different searches on each of these places. So all right, so what I've put in here is rent UK homes. As I was mentioning here, the average UK salary by county. Can I make this smaller? Should I make this smaller? Let's make this smaller. All right, I think that would be good. So we've got a bit more space over here because my big old head doesn't take up too much space. So we'll look at the first, and then let's put this area only, properties, any, just to make it nice. Price range, we'll put, let's put, because it said 1050, we'll go a little bit below, and then we'll go a little bit above. So between that and 1-2, all right, because I'm going to be realistic. So we'll put studio to 2-bed. Well, actually, no max. So then if they want to give us the maximum, they can. Anything else? No. So let's just see what we can get in Surrey for under 1,200. And bearing in mind, this is a bit above the average. So let's see what they got us. Okay, so looking at these, you're looking at one. See, immediately, it's already gone past the 1,050. It's already gone above the 1,050. 1,060 is what they were talking about. Bearing in mind, all of these would also, you'd also have to include actual bills on top. So that will probably be council tax, maybe property tax. I don't know if that's the same thing. I do rooms because I can find all bills included, and a lot of times you can't get all bills included if you're looking for one bedroom apartments on these websites. But for apartments, this is kind of what you're getting. So you've got here 0 deposits available. Obviously you probably need a guarantor for those. So if we're looking at, okay, so let's just, so these look kind of decent, you know, so let's just click on one of these. So not too bad, if I do say so myself. Let me move something. So as you can see, that's what you're getting. It's just like, it's pretty much a studio. Nice, so like nice amenities and everything, decent area and everything and whatnot. But once again, it's pretty much a studio. The deposit is 1,300. That's already over our budget, so we wouldn't even be able to click on this. Property type is studio. 1 bathroom, 406 square foot. They haven't given us a floor plan because they know that we'll probably be angry by that. And yeah, you'd also have to kind of look into what your actual bills are. So if we're looking at 1,150, I would honestly say add on another 200 minimum for expenses, because if, just for expenses, whether it be electricity, gas, whatever, all on top, I'll say add on another 2 or 250. So this would probably actually be 1,400 just off rip. So that's the first one. We'll have another look. So over here, so this is closer to what that is actually exactly spot on with the price that they were talking about. Once again, not including furnishing or even bills. So coming in here, it's all right. It's not as glamorous as the other one, but it looks more like a home. It's got decent lighting, I'll say that, but it looks also kind of depressing. Bathrooms all right. Also, this is a new thing, seeing washing machines in bathrooms. Normally, I'm used to seeing them in the kitchen. Let me know where you're used to seeing a washing machine. It's kind of stupid. So this is a flat, which is better than what we had before. So we got 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Size, ask agent. Okay, that's not really that positive. Ground floor, masonette. So only 1 floor. Refitted kitchen. So as much as you've got all these things that are all refitted and whatnot, you still need to look at actually all the furnishings and put in all of that. And by the time you spent money on that, and I tend to find that like houses or even maisonettes and stuff tend to have a higher cost than if you're in an apartment, unless you're in an apartment that has like all the amenities as well, like swimming pool, tennis and all that stuff, can be a bit more. So you're probably looking at another 250 bills on top. So this would probably be around 1,300. So moving forward, once again, add another 250 on top, so it's probably around 1,400. And I'm trying to stop until I find something that's kind of nice. So at least this one, let's check this out. Ideal town, 1 bedroom. Coming through here. Okay, you kind of see the amount of space that you'd get. I was going to do... Should we do a virtual tour? Give us a virtual tour. See what's Gucci. Oh my god. I don't know why. What I was expecting. So... If I go here... Oh, so this is the outside. Man, this really makes the UK look really glamorous, doesn't it? Then we've got, let's go to the kitchen. Oh, that is not nice. Oh my god, look how tight that is. Do you see what your money's getting you? Oh, this bedroom, look at the space. Do you see what I mean? Like, if you're comparing my room that you just saw at the beginning for like 900 all bills, and then or you have to pay another 500 to have your own space, but then you're pretty much kind of stuck there. That's not that glamorous. I know what they're going for, but no. Quite a small bathroom. Actually, you know what? I appreciated the virtual tour. I'm not gonna lie. So, alright, so that's pretty much in Surrey. Oh, this one seems kind of nice, but 975. Alright, 975. But is this full rent? This is a room. This is a room. You see how they get you? When you're on these websites, you also need to just double check that it's not just the room. Because if you're going to this room's already £75 a month more than my room, I do think it's kind of clean, so it's quite spacious. Really nice bathroom, golly. That's a nice bathroom. It's a decent sized room, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. So this is a decent sized room. This looks like one of the rooms in the old house I was in, the hallway and stuff. So what you'll find is that, like, if you're renting a room, you tend to have a better quality of living in a sense of the house itself, because you're just kind of paying for the room, and the rest of the house is sorted out by the landlord if they do want to take care of it. So all the money that you're spending goes to the room. I have a living landlord because I find that like living landlords tend to appreciate their property more than agencies, and with agencies they end up racking on fees for shit that they don't need to do. Like if you have any problems in the house, then the agency will be like, oh yeah, we'll come out to you. And then like that, they'll charge you for that. And then if there's a problem, like whether it's like gas, electric, or the gardening, whatever, it just gets all piled up into your rent. Whereas if you have a living landlord, you find that like, because they live in the house as well, they want to sort it out. So there's that kind of like level of respect for each other. But at the same time, if you're somebody who likes to party, and I'm not really a partier, then you'll find that like, if you like to party and you want your own space, you might feel like, oh man, it's like living with parents. But if you have a good relationship or good understanding or boundaries with your landlord, that can also allow you to just live kind of nicer. Like, to be fair, if I'm renting, if I have housemates or if I have a landlord, it's like, it doesn't live in landlord, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's the same difference for me. So yeah, so you've now kind of seen the difference between when you're renting a room compared to when you're renting that. All right, so when I type in Greater London on this website, it comes up with Chislehurst, Uxbridge, Bexley, Carshalton and stuff. But I feel like there's a lot more other areas. But anyways, Carshalton on the Hill, Greater London. So let's start with Chislehurst, from 900 to 1,200. going on in. So 1 bedroom, 1 shower, 1,150. Let's see. Is this? I was gonna say, there's gonna be more than one picture. So there's gonna be a pretty nice building. It's nice on the outside. When a property has more pictures of the outside than the apartment they actually going to rent, I always know it's going to be some shady shit. Okay, that is some really dated interior, but at least you know the space is quite big, you know. What did I say? 6 of 12. We still haven't even seen the inside yet. 7 of 12. Haven't seen the inside yet. Oh, we're getting to the door. We're getting closer. All right, you see what's happened there? Okay, so we started off with, it says bedroom. We're seen in a corner, and usually at this angle here is to make it look a bit bigger than usual. But at least the window's nice, we can say. It looks like it's ground floor. Bathroom is, at least it's more modern, but God forbid that's carpet on the floor. I hope that's not carpet on the floor. Because if you have a shower and then the water hits the carpet, that's disgusting. Or if you're going to the toilet and then, God forbid that's the carpet on the floor. Then that's carpet on the floor, guys. And this is the living area. I like that. Do you know, here's the thing. In these kind of houses, the architecture itself is nicer, because even like these windows are really cool. You get a lot of lighting. But once again, once you've actually kitted it out, the kitchen is grim. Kitchen is grim. Okay. Yeah, you see why they haven't shown you that many pictures of the outside looks better than the inside. The deposit is 1.3, and really and truly, once you paid your rent on top of that, you're probably looking at 1.4 a month for this, which for your own space isn't the end of the world, but you also need to look into factor in travel and all that kind of stuff. And man, it's kind of mad. All right, so then you have here. Oh, all right. Well, not gonna lie. Finally found a property that might be worth it. So £975 a month. It says it's a flat 1 bedroom, 1 shower. We're going through, we've got 13 pictures. All right, so the deposit is 1125 within budget, and 975. Let's see what you can get. Okay, it's a bit more modern. I do prefer these cabinets than the one before, Kylie. The outside's not bad, you know. At least there's no crackheads and stuff. Fairly spacious inside there. I do prefer the windows from the one before, but the carpet here, something about it, just kind of puts me off a little bit. Yeah, something about this space, it's kind of like just a box room, and it's kind of like you have to fill it up. I feel like there's no character in the rooms, but for this much money, you know what? It's not bad. Bathroom's not the end of the world. Walk-in shower, everything's a little bit tight, but for 975, it's not bad. And what was this? So yeah, so I think this must be the bedroom then. Look at this old heater. I don't know what room this is. Do you have to share this room? What is going on? Where are we? Where are they taking us? Wait, what the fuck? Some back rooms? I'm guessing this is the communal garden. Yeah, communal garden. Alright, this looks more like a retirement place. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie. More like a retirement place. Okay, at least there's a laundry room. It's on 2nd floor. Okay, you know what? For what you're paying for, this is probably the best one yet. Is there anything else? Oh, and I think there's only one more. No, that was it. 1, 2. Or was that the same one? This is the same one. Alright, so only 2 options when you look at Chislehurst in Greater London. Let's say Uxbridge. In Uxbridge. Okay. This might not be too bad, around the 1,000 mark. So Uxbridge seems to be... Alright, so this is above a shop, so at least you know I don't know. The flooring is much better here, so already I just feel like this is just a lot nicer. But once again, Uxbridge is in the middle of nowhere. Once again, also, well, not even once again, I like the finishings in the kitchens are a lot nicer. Lighting's nice. I feel like this is already better, but I hate pictures that are taken in this fucking close. Is that it? 4 pictures. Crying out loud, man. It's a studio apartment. All right, it's how to get you. So already Uxbridge I feel like is just a better quality. I just know that Hayes isn't the best area to live in. So what does Hayes give us? we'll just look at one more in Uxbridge. So outdoors, not too bad. Is this car park? At least you get car park. That's not bad. Hey, apart from that small prison window, it's pretty clean in here. Okay, okay. Not bad. I'm not really a fan of opening the door and then being, then boom, straight there. I like to have a little corridor or whatnot. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Flooring looks like it's a bit better, but all these gaps and stuff kind of bother me a little bit. I don't know why. Yeah. I would say this isn't too bad. Bit of a tight squeeze, but once again, for what you're paying, it's not bad. Just something about going up these kind of stairs in the night and stuff would just bother me. But yeah, so as you can tell, that's Hayes, and also because it's in Hayes, that's another reason why I'd probably feel a bit uncomfortable. Let's go on this Uxbridge one. So this one's 1, 2. No, keep it within the budget. 1, 1. What have we got here? Disgusting carpet. This just looks so dated. It's just, ugh. Have we gone back in time? Oh my god, this is grim. Is that it? Oh. Why would you do this to us? This is a crime scene. This is a crime scene. Look at this. Look at the plug socket. Nah, I can't. Alright, that's grim. That's grim. That did not make it better. That did not. And also an exposed boiler like that. I don't know why this just looks so scary. Do you have? Why is the sofa right there? What was their thinking? I want to know what their train of thought is. Also, look at the ceiling. This looks literally like a crime scene. I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. Yeah, I don't know. This angle didn't make it nicer, but at least there's a lot of storage. That's good, I guess, in Uxbridge. Alright, you know what? Let's get out of here because I'm getting a headache. So that was fucking hell. That was great in London. Let's move on. Let's go to Berkshire. We were looking at Berkshire 9 to 1, 2. Okay. 1, 1. Come in here. You know what? Already has a bit more character. Slough. Don't want to say that like that. A lot of light coming through. Do you know what? This has a bit more character. I fuck with it. Do you know what? At least it's not a crime scene. I fuck with it. Okay. Oh. I thought that was like an optical illusion with the kitchen, but that is the kitchen. I guess. Is there more? Is there an oven? Oh no. Oh no, there isn't. Oh wait, going too fast. Alright. Bathroom's decent. I'm a bit iffy with bathrooms that don't have windows, just because when you take a shit, you need to air that out. I know there's sprays and whatnot, but I'm a fan of opening windows. Bedroom is nice. That's the nicest bedroom we've seen so far in this budget. Oh, okay. So this, you know what, entry hall and everything, you would feel a little bit bougie going in there. So this is probably on the top list of the budget that we've looked at so far. Deposit is 1, 2. This is 1,100 a month, but then if you're adding on bills, you're probably looking, you know what, throw on another 250. I feel like there might be amenities in here as well. 1 bed, 1 bath. Anything else more than apartment? Video entry system. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Wait, utilities and restrictions. Wait. This is where they get you. There, water, ask agent, heating, ask agent, broadband, ask agent. If you have to ask agent for any of these, you know for a fact. Flooding in the last 5 years, I doubt that because it's a bit higher up. But anyways, it looks a bit depressing, but it's in budget, so let's see. Reading. I went to Reading once to visit one of my good friends from back in the day and his uni accommodation. That looks scary. I don't know why. Something about having just that table with 2 chairs like that just really gives. I need friends. Decent space, you know, not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of that squeezed in space like that. I feel like there could have been a better way of doing this, but I do understand that you probably want a double bed. At least good storage. Why is this here? I don't know. Something's That bothers me a little bit. Oh, okay. So that's how we've done a studio. That's not the end of the world, considering that you could, you know, if you're, I don't know, I'm trying to find some nice words, because where's the living room? I think this is the living room as well, so where do you sit to watch TV? Probably on one of those two chairs, I guess. I guess if you've got like a blind or something to cover it, you could maybe put like a TV there. You could, I think you can make this work, but they haven't shown the bathroom yet. I said you haven't shown the bathroom yet. Here we go. At least we know why they haven't shown the bathroom. Also, why is there so much space in this bathroom? Most people are only showering. We don't need... Give some of that bathroom space to the living room. Please, please. Alright, you know what? For what you're paying, I think this is worth it. Throw on another 200 for bills. You're looking at 125. That's just above the budget. And if you're earning in Berkshire around 34k, just spend a bit more money, bro. Spend a bit more money. And if we come down, this one's kind of nice. 1125. We'll look at one more and then we look at different area. Sorry, I was confused because I was like, is this the kitchen or the bedroom? Both.
Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F. Both. Both? Both!
The quality is nice, but it's a bit of everything in one spot, which I think that's the studio. If the bed can go up, that's not the end of the world. But if the bed is down, I feel like that would bother me quite a bit. At least it's good lighting. It's tough. It's tough, but for 1125, I'm not too sure, you know. Modern-ish, you got like a 2-hob induction hob. Enough space for what you need to do, I guess. But quite a tight squeeze. Outside looks kind of miserable. Man, I should have actually done like a tier list or some shit. I don't know. That's not too bad. Deposit 850, so you'd probably be able to move in a lot sooner rather than later. Communal laundry room, at least that's decent. So that's probably some amenities that you'd have to add on top. So you're getting the kind of gist of what you kind of get. And really and truly, so yeah, let me just, yeah, we'll do 2 more. So Berkshire, okay. How cheap is this area? 2 bed, 2 bath, 1st floor apartment. This must be a scam. All right, so if you're in a shire, turns out that like you just have a bit more options. So for 1,150, you get 2 bed, 2 bath, which I think is a really good price if I'm comparing it to the UK prices. Looks like a driveway as well. Ugly ass kitchen. Really depressing. And I feel like with a kitchen like that, it needs to have a window there so you don't feel all claustrophobic. Garden's not the end of the world. Yeah, look how dark that looks. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that was a bit depressing. Sometimes with these places, I do think to myself, like, what's the catch? So this is 1,200. This feels like it has a bit more character already. Maybe it's because of the furnishings. But yeah, I feel like this has a nice amount of space already. So you've got a hallway. Got a room, okay, got office, study. Could just watch this video by CBA. And the outside looks a bit meh. Looks very meh. Bath, golly, look at this bathroom. Got a bit of lighting in that. This isn't too bad. Hey, yo, let me move in. Let me move in. Got a little dining table in that. Kitchen's got space. Got a 4-hob induction. And you know, car parking and whatnot. A bit of lighting. So yeah, there's 2 bedrooms. So okay, so far it looks like Oxfordshire seems like the more for your money, which is good because Oxfordshire the average salary is 33k. So come on. What else can we look at? Let me see if something. Whoa! Don't tell me this is whole place you get. No. What are we getting? 1 bedroom, 1 bath, maisonette. So this is cute. This is cute. This has character. You know, if it's gonna be small, give it some character. A bit too much character. We don't need 2 beds in there. It looks like a massage parlor, but hey. Oh, do you think this is like the old school husband and wife have their own beds kind of thing, which I think is not too bad, especially if you're someone who moves and if your partner doesn't move. That could work out kind of decent. I could see this room working out. It's not too bad. Bit dull in some places, but I do like the colors. You know what? This is good. I wouldn't mind staying in there, like an Airbnb of some sort or whatnot. So yeah, it's not actually that bad. But once again, you probably find that like it's nowhere near a train station or some shit. So yeah, so far Oxfordshire is probably the best bang for your buck. West Sussex. Oh wait, but there's West Sussex down there. Anyway, so for £1,000, let's see what you get for £1,000. Outside's a bit grim, but you know sometimes it's the inside that counts. So modern, but once again, I feel like those spaces need to have windows, man. A nice amount of like floor space, but not enough windows in there for like your light bill is probably going to be quite high. A lot of space in here. Nice bathroom, once again, no windows. The toilet downstairs, or was that the same place? Same place, toilet downstairs. Might be the same place. I don't know. It looks kind of grim from the outside, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, so the last one which we're checking out is just London. What can you get in London?
You sound like you're from London.
For 900 to 1,200. Okay, so what do we have here? Double bedroom is available. So this is a room. 1,150. SW, so this is a studio, so okay. Why is that picture so blurry? Find these. Okay, so this is fairly nice for a studio. Okay, you know what? For a studio, they've done pretty nice at this one. Gating on the outside. I'm guessing is that the kitchen with clothing right there? They've really tried to use the most out of the space. You guys, look out, there's at the door. This is quite a tight space, but it's not too bad. For 1,100, but obviously now this when you start adding on like the bills on top, that I could put it to 1,400. For 1,400, I wouldn't pay that, but if you were able to get this all bills included for like 1,200 or 1,250, I think this would be worth it. So you know what, it's not the worst one to look at to start off with. But now if we're looking at, first one was room, so this is another studio. For another 1,100, got 2 weeks rent free, bill set price, open plan studio in the heart of southeast London. You know what, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Walk to... See, these studios end up just being looking like glorified hotels, which is not the end of the world, I guess. But yeah, these aren't the end of the world. I find they're like, it's the quality is fairly nice, and if you're living by yourself, it's not the end of the world. But I find that like you wouldn't really be able to have a friend over unless you were just going to sit on the bed.
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
But if you're just you by yourself and you're working all the time, yeah, I think this is worth it. And you know what? Let's check out Camden. There's a lot of people who know about Camden. Oh, just one picture. It's going to say some good stuff because of the outside, but if you're only showing us one picture, then you don't have enough faith in yourself, do ya? Do ya? North Finchley, so once again, these areas have really good access to like central London, but bruh, having a whole bike in your, like, just, look at this. Like, come on. Couldn't. For 1,200, that's not including bills. So don't forget, you got to add bills on top of this. This could go up to 1,400, 1,500. And like, yes, the lighting's good, comfy sofa, comfy bed, but for you gotta look at how much you're spending. I couldn't. At least the kitchen is separated from the bathroom in that kind of way, because from the bedroom in that kind of way, which is good because sometimes, like as we've seen before, the kitchen can wrap around the bedroom, and it's like you don't want your bed and everything smelling with food and whatnot. But yeah, I would say this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. Good lighting, good windows, good spacing. And good quality, I guess, as well with furnishers. But for the price, I think it's a bit extreme. A bit extreme. I just want to look at one more. So was this a whole apartment? no, studio. So as you can see, in London at these prices, and the prices just keep on going up and up and up, you're only looking at a studio, and for some reason people can't take freaking pictures. Do like the flooring there, and I like the lights as well. At least you know that it just feels a bit more better quality. Excuse my terrible English. Yeah, I think this isn't the end of the world. A bit of character, having like the cabinets and stuff be different colors to everything else. Actually, the bathroom is probably the least, it's the worst quality out of everything. But yeah, so this isn't too bad. Once again, northwest, you'd have to do your research into like dangerous kind of areas in London as well. But yeah, so as you can tell, for at this price range of what they were kind of expecting, you are spending quite a lot of money to live decent. Kind of unfortunate considering if you're spending around 1,400, that's including bills, you want to feel like it's worth it. Okay, so we're going to leave it there because I feel like after that we start repeating ourselves, and at that price range they're just going to show us very similar things. As you noticed, London was the most expensive one, which I'm not surprised by. Let me know what's the average price in your city or your county if you're living in the UK, or if you're watching this from outside of the UK, how much is your rough rent in your area, or how much is your rough rent in general, you know, including bills. So including and excluding if you can, just because some people, they say how much it is, it's like, oh wow, that's good, but then when you then include the bills you realize actually it's quite expensive. And how many of you are sharing a property with friends or family, and how many of you are living by yourself? Do you feel like you have enough money left over to save? But thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do hit a thumbs up. I wanted to do something different, so yeah, I'm just making videos that I enjoy, but hopefully you guys felt like you had some fun. If you did, thumbs up, return for more. See you guys soon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Peace.